All right, here we go again. So, Stephen A. Smith, as you all know, look, from one New Yorker to another, as I've explained to you guys, I got a soft spot for him. It's not like his predictions are the best. It's not like his commentary is the most accurate, but he's just an entertaining guy to watch. If you like sports like I do, if you like sports talk like I do, then it's, you can't miss Stephen A. Stephen A. is going to rant some shit. It's going to be funny. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. But on politics, man, holy shit, he is trying so hard to cling to this, like, I'm the enlightened centrist truth teller. That's what I am. And so that's what his show is. But it's at the point now where it feels like it's just totally arbitrary which issues he decides to stand up on and argue for. Like, there is no real core political philosophy or ideology. Like, he's just a bloviator, right? And so here's a great example of it here. By the way, as I'm sure all of you know, but I need to point out, anybody who's like a self-described centrist, I would say a solid 90% of them end up sucking off the right and attacking the left more. I don't know what it is about that whole, like, oh, I'm a centrist shtick, but most of the people who say they're a centrist, they are effectively on the right because they spend most of their time attacking liberals, leftists, and Democrats, and most of the time, like, Trump-splaining why what he did actually was kind of reasonable or made sense, right? Every now and then there's one person who doesn't do that. I would argue that Andrew Yang is one of the few people who might describe himself as a centrist who actually caucuses more with the Democrats, right? But 90% of the I'm a centrist people are just like Trump supporters who want to pretend like they're not when it's convenient, right? So here's Stephen A., and this one got under my skin because he's going to talk about the illegal and offensive bombing of Iran, a country that didn't attack us and wasn't building a nuke, and he's going to find a way to jujitsu blame the Democrats. Okay, here we go.
Here's where I get frustrated because, once again, here's the novice that's a centrist that comes into play, and he's listening to all of this stuff, and here's where I get infuriated. The Democrats are calling, or at least some of them, are calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump. Same old song and dance. Thought we heard this before. I thought that was over and done with. The minute you lost the election with the popular vote in the electoral college vote and losing every swing state. I thought we were over that.
So by that logic, he can literally do anything, and if the Democrats try to impeach him, you would say, well, you already did it twice before. Why are you doing it again? Why are you doing it again? Stop and take that logic to its logical conclusion, bro. Trump has been threatening to invade and steal Greenland, take Panama, take over Gaza and own Gaza. He's threatened war with Mexico. He's threatening Canada to, oh, you have to join the country. If you don't, we're going to redraw the border and steal some of your territory. By your logic of what you're saying, even if Trump were to do that, if the Democrats were to impeach, you'd go, why are you impeaching? You already did this before. Who cares if they did it before? If they're correct to do it now, isn't that what matters? But no, he's got to do his whole fucking, I'm the enlightened centrist. I'm above it all. Bullshit. All right, let's keep going. He's a hot take machine. He's a terminal contrarian. By the way, I should also point out, this is super important. So he's doing a whole segment attacking the Democrats for wanting to impeach Trump. We just covered the numbers. Only 79 Democrats voted for impeachment, and it was like 128 who voted against it. So congratulations. You got your wish, Stephen A. Most of them are actually with you. But you're fucking wrong, and the 128 are fucking wrong. So why are you even doing this segment? If the majority of the Democrats actually agree with you, why are you doing a whole segment? Fuck the Democrats because Trump illegally bombed a country? Oh my God, bro.
Question number one. No matter what you feel about the president of the United States, do you think that's the time, while we're in the middle of such strife, to be calling for the impeachment of the president of the United States?
Yes, because we're trying to stop that thing. We're trying to stop the thing that's causing the fucking strife, dipshit.
Particularly if you're a representative, you're an elected official in the United States of America. I don't think so. That's number one. Number two, were the Democrats saying that when Obama bombed Libya?
I fucking was. Oh my God, I hate this shit. Well, you made a bad decision in the past, so you have to keep making that same bad decision now to be consistent. No, anybody who actually is principled on this would say, any illegal and offensive attack against a country that didn't attack us is unconstitutional. It just is. Congress is the body that declares war. If Congress doesn't approve it, whichever president is launching the attack is dead wrong. Dead wrong.
We're making all of this noise about how the War Powers Act is utilized and how Donald Trump didn't receive congressional approval. Well, this is not an act of war.
Is there any fucking chance that if Iran or Russia or China attacked all of our nuclear sites, bombed them with 30,000 pound bunker busters. That Stephen A. Smith would come out on his show and say, everybody chill, everybody relax. This wasn't an act of war from Russia or China or Iran. They're just going after our nuclear sites. Like J.D. Vance said, no, we're not at war with Iran. We're at war with their nuclear sites. Oh, okay. I guess it's all fine then. That would be like Israel going, no, we're not at war with Gaza. We're just at war with their schools and their hospitals that we keep bombing over and over and over. It's really crazy to me how the American supremacy is baked into people's heads so thoroughly that they could utter a statement like this and not immediately see that it's ridiculous. Like, the double standard is so deep that he really didn't stop to think, wait, I sound ridiculous. So we get to illegally and offensively bomb a country that didn't attack us and wasn't building a nuke. But it's okay, it's not an act of war, because all we did was bomb them. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. It honestly drives me crazy how low IQ the political commentary in this country is. It really drives me fucking crazy.
This is eradicating a threat.
Oh, but it's not a threat. Is our own intelligence agencies say, oh, they're not building a nuke. Then Trump goes, I say they are. And then the intelligence agencies go, okay, he said they are. So, okay, Stephen, I've always loved you. I'm beginning to turn on you. I think you need to go to shut the fuck upsville.
Civilians weren't targeted.
90% of the Israeli strikes. Remember, Israel started this. They first bombed top military officials, political officials, and apartment buildings. And according to some reporting, 90% of those that were killed were innocent people. So, yes, they are targeting civilians. You think fucking Trump cares if he targets civilians either? We have him on video in 2016 saying, we need to take out their families. Take out the families of terrorists, not just them, their families. I can't. The civilian deaths in Afghanistan under Trump skyrocketed because he did drone strikes, didn't care about the rules, just fucking went crazy with them.
Nuclear sites were targeted. So if nuclear sites were targeted, but no civilians were targeted, then that's not a war.
It's only a war if you target civilians? Are you out of your fucking mind? So somebody could attack our entire military, kill every last member of our military, and Stephen A. would say, well, that's not a war. They only killed military people. They didn't get any civilians. Are you even trying? Did you think about this at all before you did this segment?
At least not yet. Which means that you can navigate your way around the War Powers Act itself, and you don't have to concern yourself with receiving congressional approval. The Democrats know that because of Obama. So if you knew that because of Obama, and you didn't say it when it involved him in Libya, why would you turn around and all of a sudden try to make that case against Donald Trump?
You should have made that case against Obama, too. That's point number one. But point number two is Trump is also a complete fucking psychopath, sociopath, death cult fascist. There's that, too. So, yeah, trying to rein him in however fucking possible is exactly what we need right now. We need to resist everything. We're talking about a regime that slashed pediatric cancer research and Meals on Wheels. They're trying to kick over 10 million people off of Medicaid and rip their health care from them, which will lead to 50,000 or more deaths. For you to do this, I hypocrisy burn them. Like, talk about the issue as such, but when he does, it's fucking horrible. Stephen, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. I can't. Like, I get it. You want to be a political player. He's been flirting with this run for president. But if you think this is the shit that's going to make you win a Democratic... Are you fucking kidding me? The base is chomping at the bit to impeach this psychotic motherfucker. A guy who just invaded Los Angeles with the Marines for 2 days of protests. Getting rid of due process, getting rid of the Constitution, sending innocent people to a concentration camp in El Salvador. And you're nitpicking the Democrats? Oh my God. I'm sorry, but the right-wing brainworms online, like the pundit world, so many of them get right-wing brainworms. Both all the right-wing commentators, but also the centrist commentators, and also the people who try to like build bridges. Like, at some point, they just lose their core of like, what are we actually doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm trying to fight for a better country, right? That's it. I'm arguing for policies that would make everybody's life better. I'm arguing for a philosophy and ideology that would bring health and happiness to everybody in the country. That's what I'm doing. Everything else is just fucking... I hate the pundit brain thing, where it's like, let's not talk about the issue. Let's talk about how everybody else is talking about the issue. Like, that is the lowest level of commentary you could possibly fucking do. Pundit brain is a fucking scourge. I'm not going to talk about the actual issue. I'm going to talk about how other people are talking about the issue. Well, you're not adding anything to the conversation. You're not. You're just fucking backseat driving in that scenario, or passenger seat driving, whatever, however the saying goes. But there you have it. Stephen A. does not know what the fuck he's talking about. Just reel in the hot take machine like 20%, please. Just reel it in 20%. That's all I'm asking. That's what I'm paying you to do. 20%, reel it in. Because I like you, Stephen. Stephen A. Smith is literally top 1% in compelling speakers. Like when he talks, everybody just listens. Because he's phenomenally charismatic, right? If you were to put those powers to good use, it would be the best thing I've ever seen. But no, it's this, it's terminal contrarian brain, pundit brain, hot take machine, and you end up getting massive misfirings like this. I don't know about you guys, but my position is when we have a psychotic low IQ president launching an illegal and offensive war against a country that didn't attack us, they weren't going to attack us, and they weren't building a nuke, I look at that and say, impeach, remove, convict, and lock that motherfucker up under the jail. That's what I say. All right, guys, that's the show, y'all. I love y'all very much. You guys know the drill. Everybody, please click like, click subscribe, click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. Thank you to everybody who supports the show on Patreon. Could not do it without you. Subscribe on Patreon below. $5 a month goes a long way to help this show. This is real independent media, y'all. And that's all I got. You could also subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends below, and go subscribe to the Corns World YouTube channel where we're dropping Kyle and Corns every week. And that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.